Politics. A lot of you are keeping a close eye on Oregon's race for governor, and for good reason. It's projected to be a toss-up. And obviously, there's a lot at stake for the future of the state, depending on who's in charge. This week, a viewer named Steve asked about the largest campaign contributions to each candidate, and we answered that question on yesterday's show, so if you missed it, sorry. I'm kidding. In case you missed it, here's the biggest donor for each campaign. For Democrat Tina Kotek and Republican Christine Drazen, they're getting the most money from the fundraising arm of their big national political parties. For unaffiliated candidate Betsy Johnson, well, she has Nike co-founder Phil Knight on her side, not bad, bringing in nearly $2 million. And all of the money these campaigns bring in are part of a public record. It's available to you to look at. It's in the Oregon Secretary of State's ORSTAR Campaign Finance Database. I know it's a terrible name, but there it is. This isn't a journalist secret or a media-only website. It's free, and it's for you. It's for all of us as a community to be able to see where the campaigns are getting their funds from and how they're spending them. That's why we asked our digital reporter, Anthony Masuk, to help walk you through the process of assessing the site step by step so that you can hop online anytime and do some digging on your own.
To get started, go to secure.sos.state.or.us/ORSTAR, or you can just go to Google or another search engine, type in the word ORSTAR, and it should be the first result. In the menu on the left, click the first option under Public Search, Committee/Filers by name. Then enter the name of the candidate you want to look up, either by putting their name in the Committee/Filer name bar at the top, or by filling out the first name and last name sections at the bottom and checking the box for candidate. For this example, let's look up Betsy Johnson. Since you searched for a specific candidate, that candidate's campaign committee should be the only result. Click on it to pull up the main listing for their candidate committee. If you want information about their overall financial status, click on this account summary link at the bottom. This will take you to a page that totals up all their transactions so far for the current calendar year, broken down into contributions, that's money coming in from donors, and expenditures, which is money going out on things like mailers and TV ads. In-kind contributions are donations of goods or services rather than cash. You can also see how much money the candidate had at the start of the year and the sum of their contributions minus their expenses for the year, which gives you their cash balance. And that's how much money their campaign actually has at its disposal at the moment. That final number, balance deficit, is the candidate's cash on hand minus other financial obligations like outstanding loans and personal expenses. Although, note that in this case, deficit doesn't mean that the campaign is in the red. If it owed more money than it has available, this would be a negative number. Going back to the campaign committee's main page, if you want to see a list of all their individual transactions, click on this link for campaign finance activity. This gives you a basic list of transactions that you can sort by date or by amount to see who's writing the biggest checks. Donors listed in red are from out of state. And it's important to note here that this list includes both contributions and expenditures, so make sure you're looking at the right thing. This one, for example, is a lot of money, but it's an expenditure, so that's money that the campaign paid to the company Targeted Platform Media, not the other way around. But these two from Phil Knight, those are contributions that he made to the campaign. It's also important to check the date on transactions if you're looking to see the biggest donors for the 2022 election in particular, because if the candidate you're looking up has run for any office in a prior election, and that's true of all three candidates in the race for governor this year, there might be some transactions from past election cycles that are also on this list. If you want to see a more detailed version of the data, you can click Export to Excel format to download the list as an Excel spreadsheet. To look up another candidate, you can click on Committee/Filers by name again to go back to the beginning, but unfortunately you can't open it in a new tab because, as you will learn if you try, ORSTAR does not support multiple tabs. So now you too can feel the pain of every Oregon journalist who has ever tried to look up two campaigns at once for a side-by-side comparison. We'll be keeping an eye on ORSTAR and all other election news over at kgw.com. Anthony Masuk, KGW.
Anthony, great report. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. That was a great refresher for me. Now go digging, folks. And we want